What is up, guys? Fódlan here. Welcome back. Some more Fire Emblem Warriors 3 hopes. Last time we went through chapter 13, finally heading out to the whole Garreg Mach plot that was talked about, I don't know, like 3 chapters ago. That finally kicked off. We had a really cool, like almost Marvel cutscene with Dimitri and Claude. Claude is still kind of giving death flags. We'll see what happens. But we ended just without any sort of like outro, so I think we are immediately jumping in to a map today.
Azure Gleam.
Nothing else.
The absent emperor.
We did recruit the Death Knight as well.
The combined might of the kingdom, alliance, and church crush Adrestia's forces in the Valley of Torment, forcing the emperor and Regent Aegir to flee southward to Garreg Mach.
Regent, that was the word I couldn't think of last time.
Relentlessly pursues them in hopes of finally putting an end to the war. However, Count Burglaries stands firm in the way, a stalwart defender of his emperor.
Okay, so round 2 with these two, huh?
Ah, Leopold, you've come.
Why did you bring Her Majesty out here? You said yourself she's not in good shape.
It's what the situation demanded. We needed the Emperor's might to drive the Allied army away.
Did we now?
Besides, the decision was not mine to make. But now is not the time for this idle chatter. I must be going. It is essential I escort the Emperor to Garreg Mach. You shall stay behind to impede the enemy's advance. We cannot let any harm come to Her Majesty.
Somehow I doubt it's her safety you're worried about. But fine. I've got my orders. You can go.
My deepest thanks. This way, Your Majesty.
Adrestia is not gonna last much longer if that's how our Emperor's looking.
If that's what you think, then flee. You're just a general. No noble rank to defend, nor a claim to one otherwise. Another life is out there for you, should you want it.
You're telling me to abandon the Empire? That's not like you.
You're far too young to be throwing your life away. I wouldn't begrudge you such a decision.
I think he also sees how fucked up the Empire is right now. Like, not that Edelgard's rule is the most just thing in the world, right? But, it's real bad right now.
Oh, come on! I'll land the decisive blow that'll turn this whole thing around.
Imagine a grand ship sailing on a vast sea, Caspar. One day it crosses the path of a vicious storm and begins to sink. Some panic and jump overboard. Others resign themselves to their fates and let the tempest do what it will. Yet more rob their fellow sailors for meaningless plunder, while another group clings to the helm, searching desperately to reverse their fortunes. And us? We stand proud at the bow, serenading our crew as the waves lap at their feet. Our voices are like thunder piercing through the chaos, stirring the hearts of all those who stand face to face with death.
I get it. I'm gonna scream my lungs out until I can't draw another breath. Things might be bleak now, but they're gonna learn just what the Empire is all about.
Come, my son. It's time we show them the might of House Burglaries once and for all.
Okay. Not a bad metaphor,
the Imperial
though.
Army
I kind of
has
like
fled
that.
south with the Emperor in tow. They appear to be headed for Garreg Mach, and just as planned, the Archbishop and her squadron are en route there as well. But we have also received word of suspicious behavior from the fugitive Duke Aegir.
Meaning what?
Rather than retreat to the monastery, he remains roaming in the vicinity of this very battlefield. Maybe he's looking for something? Or perhaps it is a trap or a diversion of some kind. We still do not know what our enemy is planning.
But we do know that Count Burglaries has stationed units at various key points in the hopes of slowing us down. Reports say the Ashen Demon is among them as well. That fiend has already taken Rodrigue from us. If we do not wish to suffer further losses, we cannot underestimate them.
So they're back. I'll get them this time.
Well, now what? Duke Aegir might not be rushing to reach Garreg Mach, but we should be. We don't want to lose our advantage.
Of course not. But if we charge in too hastily, we'll be swarmed by Burglaries and his soldiers.
Maybe we could try and find a weak spot in their defenses and break through there.
I would say it's no problem, but considering we just jumping into the chapter, I'm not gonna have any food buffs for this, so we will definitely be hindered.
That would all be fine and well on regular terrain. We don't really have the luxury of choosing our route here in the valley.
What about the shortcut Lady Rhea used? We would have to break into smaller units to get our whole army through, but it might just work.
It is too dangerous. Splitting up would just make us easier targets for whatever traps the enemies laid.
I fear I must agree. Such a plan could play straight into the Empire's hands. Attempting to traverse that route without the proper preparations would only result in needless loss.
Looks like you need my guidance. Hear me out. With an army as big as ours, there's no point trying to get clever with it. Our only real concern is the possibility of getting surrounded. Therefore, what I propose is...
We'll push our way through, strike everywhere all at once. Whatever traps Duke Aegir's got for us, we'll blow straight through them. This isn't a thinking person's fight, not now. We've got the stronger army.
Just the unga bunga, no time for brain cell. I like it.
I didn't realize we had 2 boars on our side. Though I can't say I disagree.
We have the numbers. It is a good plan.
I hold no objections. Our combined might would overwhelm even the greatest ambush. Now, the Empire will learn what the legions of Vargas are capable of.
Hey, Arvel, now that we've fought Mycen again, I think I get it. And this power, it's the same one they have. You felt it too, right? The guy he mentioned before, Epimenides. He's...
Me? At least all signs point to that.
Yes.
Say, do you detest me? Detest the fact that I share their power?
How could I? After all you've done for me, it doesn't matter who you are. You'll always be my partner in destiny, Arvel. Whatever the truth is about us.
Ah, there you are. Would you care to assist me in questioning the commander we captured? It said they have some vital information, and I will stop at nothing to know what it is. Is everything all right?
Oh, yep. Sorry, I'll be right there. I'm me, and you're you. Nothing's ever gonna change that.
And what if you lose control and have to be slain by the very friends you hold dear?
It is what it is.
We can cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yep.
But if that's what they've got to do, so be it. Until then, I'm gonna keep doing everything I can to help. I'll defeat that demon and protect my friends.
Okay. Oh, wait. Maybe we do have them. Oh, okay. Never mind. The way the last chapter ended... Oh, I guess that's because that's where the Byleth thing would have popped in? And that's why it ended the way it did, because it would have just jumped into another map, but we didn't recruit Byleth, so we get to skip all that bullshit.
What about this?
Okay. Well then.
I've had a thought.
What about this?
I don't know, dude. That.
Leave it to me then.
I don't really care about any of those options. But okay. Well, I guess let's double check for a paralog. I don't know if we have any left. Anna, yes. Nope. Okay. So we're still doing just a map today. Well, I say that. It is a chapter, so we'll be getting supports, I suppose, as well. But all right. It's not gonna be... it's not going how I thought it was gonna go. But sure. Oh, we got some mid-chapter dialogue for the first time in a bit.
I would swear my life on it. Duke Aegir has become that horrible man's puppet, dancing in the palm of his hand. And his stewardship? Naught but a farce to pacify the masses. Talus and his ilk are the ones who truly hold the reins of this empire.
You mean the mages we saw at Aryan Road? So Duke Aegir's under their control too?
Yes, and what's more, though you may find it difficult to accept, Talus and the former Lord Arundel are one and the same. I overheard as much cross his own lips.
Then it's as we feared. And what of Edelgard?
Her Majesty? I cannot explain what has befallen her. She does as Duke Aegir bids her and nothing more. Though of course, Tallis is the one whispering those orders to him from the shadows. She follows his every word, issuing his orders in her name. Now, surely I have shared secrets enough to earn my salvation?
That will require formal deliberation. You may await your verdict from the inside of your cell.
What? No, wait, there's more! Please, I beg of you!
How much of Fenia's prattling do you believe?
Certainly not all of it. But a great deal of what she said rings true. Lord Arendel's contributions to the church must have ceased because he was no longer Lord Arendel, but Tallis instead. It's almost identical to how the librarian Tomas was replaced by that dark mage. At the time the donations stopped, Lord Arendel was living in Fargus, having fled from the Empire.
So Cornelia may have been the one who arranged to have Lord Arendel replaced.
They were both deeply involved in the tragedy of Duscur. But to what end? Why would the Empire abduct the Queen Consort?
There is no way of knowing those answers now. Not until we defeat Tallis and launch a full investigation into his activities.
Bro, there's not enough game left for a full investigation.
What I can say is everything would be different if not for those mages. My father, his knights, the citizens of Duscur. None would have met the fate that befell them. No doubt they had a reason for what they did. A sense of justice that rationalized their savagery, even if to no one but themselves. But we have the right to seek our own justice for those actions in the way we see fit. By the sword.
We will prevail, Your Majesty, and we will finally avenge the dead.
Once Tallis is gone, we will finally be able to put all this behind us and look toward a new future.
Then, we are all in agreement. Let us go.
Okay. Oh, there's more.
Are you prepared
But wait,
for this?
I was like, but wait, there's more. Hello.
Honestly, I don't know. Gerald wouldn't want this. He didn't believe in vengeance for vengeance's sake.
Indeed. You could not be more right. Revenge is not a thing you take for someone else. You seek revenge to slake your rage and heal your wounded heart. I know you are prepared to do whatever that you must. I could do this by force, you know. Be grateful then that I asked for your leave at all.
You're right. This has to come from me. And I accept your power. Help me win, no matter what it takes.
Ah, yes. You shall make a most worthy vessel after all. And now, behold all that I have discovered at the edge of time.
Okay. I don't think they're gonna... Yeah, sure. I don't think they're really ever gonna talk about the fact that Sothis is just body snatching Byleth. And she even threatened to do it again there. And I was thinking, stupid of me to think this game would explain anything, but I was thinking, okay, maybe in the route where you don't recruit Byleth, we might get an answer. No. No. Okay, so we're about good to go. We do have, of course, since it did have all this, we do have supports that we're going to next. But I wanted to look at Yuritsa, since we did just recruit him. He has a unique Death Knight class, so I figured might as well look at that. He comes in at 46. A terrifying knight clad in darkness, shrouded by shadow. This figure uses magic. It has Deadly Scythe, grants combat arts and magic a rare chance to instantly defeat non-commander units. Okay. Cool. So lethality on skills. And I actually have him trying to get regular lethality because he does have access to that. Swordbuster. Okay, and then Swordbreaker, Dark Lance, Solitary Stand, increased damage dealt to enemies when no allied units are nearby. Okay, Death, immediate dark magic, has a chance to instantly. A lot of insta-kill stuff. And counterattack. The reason we beat Saros in that one paralog. Okay, cool. So that is the Death Knight. And while we're going over Yuritsa, let's go over the other things he's got. He came in with a Crescent Sickle, It's unupgraded, so it's trash. The Raphael gem. Oh, I need to go see what that does. The Reaper Knights, which is just okay against swords. 70% though. Wow. Okay, very good. His personal skill, Quietus. Attacking moderately fills the unique enemy gauge. When the gauge is full, press ZR to attack, instantly defeating non-commander enemies. What? So just a, hey, die, walk in, die. Huh. Okay. Murderous intent greatly increases crit rate when attacking enemies with 80% or more of their health. This guy is nuts. Oh my god. All right. I mean, we're presumably going to be able to use him in Scarlet Blaze. So him being this late in the game, I'm not too worried about. But wow. Wow. Okay. That's gross. That's real gross. But we got one of our last. I think we still have supports to get in the next chapter. Because I think the next chapter might be the last one. So this will either be our last one or second to last one, I think. I could be wrong about both of those statements. But either way, more supports have been gotten. So let's get it going. Shez and Mercedes 8.
Today's training was a total mess. My feet are killing me.
We need to stay in peak shape, though. You never know when we might get tossed into a battle.
True. We've got to be ready for anything.
Mercedes? You daydreaming again? Gotta say, you've been acting all kinds of weird lately.
Have I? I feel perfectly fine, I assure you.
You sure? Back when we had that tea party, you looked so... I don't know... sad.
I suppose I can't hide anything from you. Things like tea parties with dear friends, or seeing the trainees work so hard to improve. It reminds me of how things were before the war. If just for a moment.
You mean back at the academy?
Yes. And before that, when I lived with my mother and my little brother. It also reminds me of the time I spent studying with friends at the School of Sorcery in the capital. Things may not have been easy then, but I would give anything to return to those days.
Huh. I don't think I've ever seen you get this sentimental about something.
The feeling surprises even me. All my years, I've gone wherever the current of life chose to sweep me. In truth, I used to think nothing ever went precisely how I wanted it to. But looking back now, I realize just how joyous all those moments really were. And yes, I'm aware it isn't good to dwell so heavily on the past, but I can't seem to help myself.
No, you good.
It's totally fine.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with getting sentimental. Nobody's gonna judge you for reliving one or two good memories every now and then.
Thank you, truly. You're such a kind person.
Still, you shouldn't keep all your emotions bottled up like that. We might not go back to the peace of the old days anytime soon, but we can still have tea parties. I'm always here to listen if you ever need to get something off your chest, Mercedes.
You mean that? I'm so glad to hear it. In that case, why don't we have one right now?
Sure, I don't mind. But why now?
Because I used the money I'd been saving up to buy some more ingredients. Remember how we were talking about all those different kinds of delicious fruit desserts before? Well, I went ahead and whipped some up.
I can never turn down an invitation like that. Can't wait to see what you came up with.
Well, that was nice. Good old sweet Mercedes. We've got Dorothea A.
La 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 la.
How was that? Yeah, good.
Still the same reaction, huh?
Sorry, me and singing just don't mix very well. Though, it did make me feel warm inside. Kinda like I was a kid again, with my mom.
Hey, you do get it! That was a lullaby from a long, long time ago. Nowadays, nobody remembers the lyrics, though.
Or sings it to their children, for that matter.
A lullaby, huh? I guess that's why it took me back the way it did. But wait, if nobody knows the words, how are you so sure that's even what it is? Just from how it sounds?
Well, there was this scholar who researched it a few years ago and said as much. Couldn't tell you if they were right, though.
It's nice that it's repetitive.
Huh.
Or, it
Honestly,
lacks lyrics.
I kind of like that it didn't have any words. That way it can hit you straight in the heart without all that lyrics and meaning stuff getting in the way.
Yeah, those damn words getting in the way.
I'm glad to hear you giving music a little more thought now.
And I'm glad I've had so many chances to listen to you sing. Your voice touches people, Dorothea, even if they don't have the knowledge to really appreciate the high-level art of it. I mean, look at me. Bottom of the barrel, and you still practically move me to tears.
Oh, come now, don't talk about yourself like that.
It doesn't really bother me. And I'm not wrong, am I? No birth parents, no real background to speak of, the whole wandering merc gig. It is what it is.
That's quite the positive attitude. I'll have to try a little bit of that myself sometime. In the meantime, I've once again been able to rethink my singing thanks to you. I lost much of my emotion about the craft during my time as a diva, but I can feel it coming back now.
You really are incredible, you know that?
How do you mean?
I don't know. There's just something beautiful about the way you speak. It's like your thoughts just come out of your mouth fully formed, almost perfect, then find their way straight into people's hearts. Probably has something to do with all the training you did to become a diva, and all the training you've continued doing since. Meanwhile, here I am struggling to even make proper sentences when I try to talk about your singing.
Thank you for the kind words. It makes me feel a lot better hearing you say those things about me. But for the record, I don't think you're bad with words at all. Even your little speech now was the definition of smooth. If I didn't know any better, I think you were trying to flirt with me.
I definitely was thinking the same thing, honestly. And that's how it ends, huh? Okay. And then I think... Let me just scroll through. Okay, yeah. Petra is the last one we have with Shez.
This war is going on and on. Do you think we will ever have sight of the end?
I wish I did, but we've still got a long way to go.
I do not have agreement, but I am understanding of how you feel. When the war is finished, what are you wishing to do?
That's a pretty big question.
Then I will give more clarity. How will you be supporting yourself when your contract is completed? If you have the desire, you could come to Bridget with me.
Wait, seriously? I thought you were just pulling my leg about that.
I would never be pulling your legs. Also, I'm speaking with seriousness.
I like to think that she took that figure of speech literally.
After losing the war with the Empire, Bridget was forced into becoming a vassal state. But this war is giving Bridget the chance to stand on equal feet again. We will be opening our borders to Fódlan. The exchanges between us will flourish. I am needing a person I can trust to give me help with this. Please, accept my apologies if the offer was given with too much suddenness.
No, it's not that. I was just taking a moment to admire you. This war has been particularly ugly, and it seems like we're tearing each other apart on a daily basis. But people like you and Dimitri are already thinking about what comes next. How to plan for it. You're every bit the ruler they are.
No, I am different. I am the Queen of Bridget. We are the proud Isles, placed upon the sea by the spirits, who are watching over us to this day. Our future has the brightness of the sun. I am hoping you will be at my side as we are shaping it.
Something vague and non-committal. Honestly, yeah.
Petra, Look, to be honest, I've never really given this kind of thing any thought before. Although, I admit, it sounds like a good fit. I've got nothing tying me down. No family, no titles, no property to speak of.
I am not asking for your answer in this moment. I know your sword is sold right now. But when this war is over, I hope the making of a decision is at the top of your to-be-doing list. That is why I am approaching you so early. Because I am very, very sneaky.
Fair enough. I'll keep that in mind. And I don't blame you for trying to sneak ahead of the competition. Honestly, I'm kind of flattered. So, how about this? Let's both make it through this war unscathed and decide what comes next together.
Okay. That one was alright, I guess. But moving on, we have Dimitri and Ingrid B.
Your Majesty, about tomorrow's drills. Apologies. I did not mean to interrupt.
It's fine, Ingrid. We had just finished.
That was the leader of the Dusker forces, yes? What were you talking about?
We were discussing various tactics and formations. We must be aligned if we're to fight together. The way Dusker soldiers operate is quite different from our knights. I must also be mindful of how I deploy them to avoid undue conflict.
Yes, I hear there have already been a number of small quarrels in the encampment.
It's not a problem easily solved. I'm sure each side finds it difficult to adjust to the other. And you, Ingrid. Do you still hate the people of Dusker?
Oh, so they're gonna be like, oh yeah, you were racist in the in the previous game, and they seemingly wrote that out.
I no longer have reason to hold on to that hate.
Yeah.
Yes, a few of them were involved in the tragedy, but I cannot blame the rest for that. There were many other forces at work. I understand that now. Yet I used to focus all my negative feelings on the people of Dusker, and for that I am ashamed. In a way, I now find myself scared of interacting with them at all.
You needn't blame yourself. The fault lies with me for not speaking to you about it more 6 years ago. I hesitated because I didn't wish to confuse the matter, not knowing the full truth of it. But you were forced to grapple with many painful feelings as a result. Clearly, my priorities were not in order.
You had enough to deal with 6 years ago. So many knights were expelled from the castle, and almost none but Lord Rodrigue would set foot in the capital. Even my father prevented me from going to see you.
Yet, I still could have sought you out. And I had countless chances to discuss the matter at the academy.
I do not think I would have taken it well even if you had. I was convinced that Glenn died saving you from irredeemable villains. I forced myself to believe that. If I hadn't, I fear I may have gone mad.
I was in a similar position. But once I finally opened the lid on that box, I realized just how many were involved, including members of our own kingdom. In the end, I knew I had to reconcile with reality.
And I must also accept the reality that stands before me now. We are allied with the people of Dusker, which means I can no longer avoid them.
I have an idea. It may not help, but I'd like to take you somewhere. The father of that man I was speaking with earlier opened an inn last year, and it's not far. Would you care to join me there for a meal? Word has it he's quite skilled at making all manner of food. Of course, if this is all too much and too soon, I understand.
Not at all. I would love to accompany you, though it shames me to admit it. I likely lack the courage to go alone, but with you at my side, I think I can take that first step.
In that case, let us make haste. Oh, and this will be my treat, so keep your pocketbook shut tight.
Okay, so it's just like, we're gonna... That's the only conversation they have, by the way. But, huh. Alright. It's like, yeah. We changed Ingrid. We're not gonna address it, but we'll address it right here. And only here. Alright. What's done is done. Got it. Cool. Moving on. So we have Dedue and Catherine.
Oh, Dedue. Must be my lucky day if I'm running into you here. Hey, what's with the scowl? Do we have a problem?
All the residents in this town are people of Dusker. It may be within the kingdom, but it holds neither monastery nor church. What is your reason for coming here?
Wait, Dimitri and Lady Rhea didn't tell you?
They did not.
I know everyone's been busy, but that's unacceptable. Well, there was a major fire here, right? Lady Rhea asked us to come help rebuild. We brought rations too. Never hurts to have a little more food in your stores. So relax, please. I swear on the goddess herself that we don't intend to harm any of you.
I did ask His Majesty to spare some aid in rebuilding the town, but I did not expect the task to fall to you.
What kind of church are we if we don't help those in need? Besides, we owe Fargus quite the debt. You guys took us in, even going as far as to start a war with the Empire in the process. This is the least we can do to return the favor.
Surely the Knights of Seiros have long since repaid their debts on the battlefield.
Maybe the knights have, but the monks and scholars won't let us hear the end of it if we don't let them pitch in too. So when Lady Rhea heard about the fire, she apparently jumped at the chance to help.
Is that so?
I know the people of Duscur will have their concerns, since they're not followers of Seiros. But it'll all be fine. And we can't just sit around twiddling our thumbs while people out there desperately need help, can we? At least, that's how all of us who follow the teachings of Lady Rhea view it. You're free to supervise if you still don't trust us.
No. You seem to be speaking the truth. His Majesty has expressed similar sentiments in the past. I believe your desire to help is sincere.
Thanks, Dedue. I was starting to think you were about to tell us to pack up and go home. Well, now that we're all square on that front, point us toward what needs the most help. We'll do manual labor, planning, you name it.
In that case, I'd ask that you clear away the burnt wood and help distribute food to the townsfolk. I will explain to everyone what you're doing here.
Yes, that's probably for the best. I'm sure they'll be much more willing to listen to you. Anyway, we'd better get to work.
Okay. That line about like what kind of church would we be if we weren't here to help? It's like, what? You mean every church? But there's one more conversation with that one. Okay. Moving on, we have Ash and I think Yuri. Yeah. Oh, we have both. Oh, nope. There's one little tiny pixel left for the A. So Ash and Yuri B.
Here you go, Cully. As promised.
This feels a little light. You run into trouble moving the merchandise?
Sure did. With all the fighting lately, even the noble folk are getting real selective about who they do business with.
Well, nothing to be done for that. Our competitors certainly won't back down, so we can't afford to either. I'll think of something. Might involve crossing a dangerous bridge or three, but we'll work it out.
I'm pretty sure he went... Huh? Yuri?
Well, if it isn't Ash. You seem out of breath. Am I really so charming?
Did you see someone suspicious come this way? I was chasing them down, but I lost them.
Ah, you must be referring to my lackey.
Your lackey? Wait, what is that you're holding?
Oh, just various proceeds from this and that. But I'll not say more, especially not in front of a royal knight like you.
Dirty money, is it?
Coin is coin. Whatever grime it may bear always washes clean in the end.
You know, I've been biting my tongue on this for a while, but I don't think it's right to earn money the way you do. You're so much smarter than me. You could do anything if you put your mind to it. There's no need to resort to cheating and hurting people to turn a profit.
Are you seriously trying to lecture the Lord of the Underworld? Oh, that's adorable. No one makes it through this life with clean hands. You should know that better than anyone. Sometimes you have to resort to just the most terrible things imaginable in order to feed your family. Am I right?
How do you know about my past? I've never told anyone.
No, I don't know. Perhaps I heard it from Count Rowe. Or maybe even Lord Lenato. The sins we commit follow us until our dying day, my friend.
I know that. But even so,
Well, I'm a bit busy, so you work that out while I walk away. Bye then.
God damn.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I won't turn my back on you.
I am hoping there's at least one more thing of supports in this game, because some of the ones we are getting right now, I do want to see them to completion. Let's see, Mercy. You know what? Let's do Mercy last, because Mercy's all with Yuritsa. Annette and Lawrence-B.
Ah, Annette, good day to you.
Hey, Lawrence. Did you need something?
Yes, there is something I simply had to tell you.
Please don't say you want to ask me out.
Perish the thought. I merely wanted to praise you for your diligence, as it has clearly been paying off.
Thanks, I guess. What's all this about?
I have borne witness to your magnificent exploits, both on and off the battlefield. Such achievements could only be possible through tireless effort. That kind of brilliance is impressive, no matter if you're a noble or a common lass of the lowest birth.
Yep.
Is something the matter? You look like a pigeon that's just been struck in the face with wind magic.
It just came out of the blue is all. I wasn't really expecting you to compliment me.
But I am wounded. Is receiving a compliment from me truly so shocking?
Yes.
I merely wanted to express my heartfelt admiration. Not least of all because of the misunderstanding which has long stood between us. I thought it best to speak my mind before fate's fickle hand separates us yet again.
You are so odd sometimes.
And now you laugh at me. Might I inquire as to why? I see nothing odd about praising a dear colleague.
Sorry. I'm sorry. It just hit me that you're actually totally sincere about all this.
Had that not been apparent? How could I be anything less than sincere in my desire to mend our previously strained relationship?
Well, I'm glad you appreciate all of my efforts, Lawrence. I really am. Because when you called me a child back then, it felt like you were dismissing all the hard work it took to make it into the School of Sorcery. I think some part of me has wanted to win your approval ever since. So it feels great to finally have it happen. You're a better judge of character than I gave you credit for, Lawrence.
Naturally. It is a noble's sacred duty to stand above others and correctly evaluate their worth, after all.
Great. Great.
Well then, as something of a noble myself, I guess I could stand to learn more about that from you.
That would be splendid! Well then, from one noble to another, perhaps you might join me for a meal so we might discuss issues of...
Let's not. I wouldn't want to spoil my newfound appreciation for you.
Is that so? How unfortunate. Perhaps some other...
Whoa, look at the time. I better get going. I need to do something with all this extra motivation.
Well, no matter. I need only follow her example and work tirelessly toward my goal. For I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, must aspire to nothing less.
That sure was a support. Holy shit. All right. That was funny. We have Balthus and Shamir. I think this finishes them. Yep.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen you miss.
Balthus, you've been training a lot lately.
I can't have people thinking that all I'm good for is getting drunk and begging for gold, yeah?
The problem will go away if you stop doing those things.
You sure don't hold back, pal. Your words pierce my heart as sure as if you'd shot them from your bow.
Could have fooled me.
Hey, I was being serious. My heart's got more holes than an old pair of boots, but it only adds to the allure if I don't let that show, yeah?
Oh, I can't argue with that, assuming it's true.
Right? Looks like you're finally starting to see my good side. I gotta say, the compliments have been pretty one-sided up till now. You're tough, skilled, determined, a stellar gambler and drinker, straightforward and humble too. You're so perfect, I don't know what to do with myself.
That's your business. Anyhow, there's not much for me to praise in return. You can't gamble or drink to save your life. You're more pig-headed than determined. And it's impossible to tell fact from fiction where you're concerned. But at least I can count on you on the battlefield. You're a skilled fighter.
Oh, That's it? Skilled? That's harsh.
Would you rather I lie?
Nah, I wouldn't expect that from you anyway. I guess it's true what they say. A person's strengths only matter in the eye of the beholder.
Look at that. I'll have to add occasionally says semi-intelligent things to my evaluation.
Can't you just cut me a break and say I'm smart?
No.
If only it were true.
Oh, come on. Guess it's back to the drawing board. Just you wait. I'm gonna earn your respect.
I'm sure you can do anything you put your mind to. I won't hold my breath, though.
You never ease up, do you? Always gotta get in that parting shot.
All right, that was just like Shamir making fun of Balthus for 2 supports, which was great. Loved it. But all right. And then we have a Mercedes. Yeah. Oh, there's only one conversation. Yeah, I got Mercedes and Yuritsa all the way to A this chapter. But I didn't realize there was literally only one. All right, well, the one conversation.
Dear son, I hope this letter finds you well, and that you and your sister aren't fighting too much. Nothing has changed with me. I'm not having any troubles here. Once this war is over, I hope the 3 of us can live together again. She seems in good health.
Yes. She sent me this letter as soon as I wrote her about being reunited with you. I know she was happy to hear that. She was always so worried about you, you know? We haven't seen you since we left House Bartels, so please go visit her when you have a chance. As you read, we were thinking that after the war is over, we could perhaps reunite.
No.
Why not?
I cannot face her. I killed my father, slaughtered everyone in the house. Our mother shouldn't meet a murderer.
Yes, I heard about that. But I'm certain you took those actions because you felt you had to, right? Just explain it to her. She'll listen to you.
You do not understand. There is a murderous demon in my heart. The Death Knight inside me would cut you and our mother down without hesitation. If that happened, I would lose myself.
But we're here talking right now, and you're just as you always were. You're my little Emile who loves kittens and sweets.
Mercedes, I may be fine now, and perhaps the demon in me will even perish someday. But I cannot live with you until I pay for my crimes. And considering the weight of them, that day may never come.
But
I seek only to be judged by the law, and thereby atone.
so that's what you've decided, is it? In that case, I have no choice but to support you, no matter how sad it makes me. But just know that Mother and I will always be waiting for you, no matter how long it takes. I look forward to the day when you can show your face to her proudly.
I see.
We might both be old ladies by then, but we'll still be able to talk over tea like always.
Thank you, Mercedes.
I was hoping that was going to be, I don't know, something more, but I guess with just one conversation, that's all they really can do that's open and shut. It's just kind of more of how they have a support in regular Three Houses. Not really any different there. But with all of that, I don't know how this episode is going to be. I don't know the last time I've had to do a start to finish chapter like this with nothing in between. Been a bit. But let's head on out to the war map and get said chapter map going. Northern Burgundy territory, the chase to Garreg Mach. Following their route at ALL, the Imperial Army attempts to fall back to Garreg Mach. Your forces give chase, hoping to stop them before they arrive. We get the S-rank Amalthea Tome. Can I see what that... Crest of Seth Lean. Huh. Who saw healing effects if the wielder bears the matching crest. Neat. Okay.
Your Majesty, where have you gone? I knew it was a foolish idea to bring her to battle, given her condition.
Duke Aegir, my lord, the enemy is advancing from the rear and picking off our units one after the other. It's only a matter of time until they're at our throats. You must flee.
What does that imbecile of a military minister think he's doing? Tell him to stop them. If we fail to find the Emperor soon...
All searches have turned up nothing so far. It's possible she has been taken by the enemy. But please, you must save yourself at least. We will remain here and continue to seek out Her Majesty.
Yes, I suppose staying here myself would only accomplish my being lost as well. In that case, I shall withdraw to the monastery. My apologies, but I leave the search to you.
Understood.
Farewell, and thank you.
The last major impediment before us is Count Burglaries, perhaps the most fearsome general in all of Fódlan.
I'm assuming she was probably taken by those who stood there in the dark to reactivate her hegemony or hegemon, however you say it, form as a weapon.
And as we've yet to encounter the Ashen Demon, it's safe to assume they will be by his side.
So the time's finally come. Steel yourself for the task ahead.
Yep. Lighten the mood a bit.
Let's finish this quick, okay? The sooner we win the war, the sooner we can all go home and have a nice big victory feast.
You're right. Everyone has to make it back safe, so we can throw the biggest party Fargus has ever seen.
It's time to move, everyone. I know you won't let the kingdom down.
Okay. Defeat Duke Aegir. Defeat if Duke Aegir reaches the evac point. All right. Light the beacon. Light beacons to confuse the enemy and temporarily halt the enemy advance. Okay. Assign staff officer. Slightly strengthen allies for a period of time at the start of battle. Poison tactic. Begin the battle with enemies HP slightly decreased. Hire mercenaries. Summon mercenaries to engage the enemy force. Reinforcements will deploy periodically. 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can just do all of them. I was like, I have 70 points and there's 60. All right. Cool. Let's see who. I want to make sure I'm controlling the right people this time. Shez, of course. I want to control Mercedes. I think Dimitri. Something about this one makes me feel like
you can leave this to me.
I'm gonna need the wait. Oh, I was like, is that did I choose enough? I did. I kind of want to, you know, I've had Annette unlock this in the background. I've never once used a Great Knight in this game. So why not? Let's use Great Knight Annette. Mercedes is very good, so we'll do you.
Understood.
We'll swap you.
If that's what you want.
Yeah. This should be good. Do I have everyone on the right sides? Okay. Axe immediately not looking great. Let's do that. Okay. That should be good. 13 minutes, so a short one. 1,500 enemies, 40% damage taken. Wow, okay. Not 50, like
We're
usual.
Going after Duke Aegir. Edelgard is likely to be with him.
I must escape, even if it's alone. Quickly, to Garreg Mach.
Hi, Duke Aegir.
Here it comes.
So what happens if I just pop him right now? You know, like, well, it was a number of soldiers with him. You're a bit late on that front, bud. Let me actually pause and tell people to do things.
We will proceed as we must strive to perform to the
And take these gatekeepers out.
I'll do what I can. It's worth
Felix.
I'll give it 1,000%. Leave
Annette.
everything to me.
Shall we?
Mercedes,
Let's
all these
give it a shot.
gatekeepers. This is an interesting kind of map.
I will give it my all.
Blaine.
Simply giving chase will not close the distance. We need to cut off his escape route.
What if I
Sending
just
a
cut
few units ahead
off
via the caves might do the trick.
him?
We're truly done for now. Is there no one who can help us?
Fine, I'll cover you. They won't get through me.
Caspar appeared to aid Duke
Shame I
Aegir.
missed the pitched battle.
Oh, Hevering, yeah, you're not
I'm
dead,
so
huh?
fond of fighting at a disadvantage.
Out of the way. We have troops waiting for us in the caves. I'm sure of it. Let's keep our wits about us.
Okay, so Caspar, how you doing, bud? Sorry it's gonna end this way.
You're done.
Do a swift slice. So you defeat Duke Aegir to prevent them from reaching the evacuation point. Did Duke Aegir teleport away? No. Duke Aegir... I think the game's just trying to catch up. I don't think it expected me to pop Duke Aegir that quickly.
To keep moving.
Duke Aegir cannot be allowed to escape. We must defeat Caspar with utmost haste.
Take this!
I can't let you pass. You'll
Oh wait, maybe he is somewhere? Hold on. Caspar go down. Maybe Caspar might have been trying to spawn before we fully defeated Duke Aegir.
What I could.
Bye. Okay, let's go over here. Shez. Eventually, there's like eventually they'll target you. Come take that. Who am I controlling right now? Okay.
Fine. There's no time to waste. Let's go.
We are now ready to retreat.
Oh, no, he's talking right. Well, there was talking over here. He's physically not over here, but okay. Real quick. I want to know, Great Knight. Axe-wielding mounted class, skilled at defense, strong against lances, high defense, strong physical attack, low resistance, small against armor and cavalry. Hold X to charge the class gauge and release it to charge forward. The longer you charge your gauge, the charge forward will be more powerful and you'll break or nullify the enemy's guard. Press X during a strong attack to reduce the charge time of the next class action. Okay. That's kind of neat. Hello. Oh, no, there he is. Okay. Shez.
Not a problem. I've got this. Not a problem. I've got this.
Your Excellency, the ballista are ready to fire. That might buy us a small amount of time.
The Imperial Army activated the ballista. Okay. Well, we're gonna pop you.
Our path is effectively blocked.
That's there. Okay.
Hear you loud. I'll make short work. I'll do it. It's worth a shot.
I think I'm gonna kind of swap around here. Have Sylvain go here, Dimitri go here. That way I have someone to control there. To do
it's time
here.
I will give it my all.
Blaine.
I shall do my part.
Shall we?
Mercy.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Need to disable those ballistae.
War strike.
Combat engineers are in position. This should make for a good diversion.
Light the beacons.
I've got to do this.
Do one of these.
You're finished. This is it.
All right.
Send up the signal.
What was that meant to signal? An enemy ambush? Investigate.
War strike. Oh, there we go. All right, let's go over to Shez.
Leave everything to me.
You'll be all right. Oh, hello.
Here you are. The enemy is upon us, but I cannot die here. The
Oh,
future
no,
of the
you
Empire
can't.
depends on it.
You're done. Start the attack.
Oh my god.
I'm utterly exhausted. Someone relieve me so I can rest.
Let me show you the prowess of House Burglaries. Come and try me if you don't value your lives.
You just right here? You spawned on me? You did. I wonder if
The Minister of
we
Military
can pull him
Affairs
in here.
himself stands before us now. Very well then. We will just have to take him down.
We have to take him out now. If we aren't quick about it, Duke Aegir's going to get away.
Okay, so there's like, yeah, I defeated Duke Aegir, but like he's
We
not
will proceed as planned. We must
not going down. He's just running over and over. Okay.
It's worth a shot.
How we doing? Oh, you know what,
I'll
Felix?
do what I can.
Go get that for me,
We
thank
march.
you.
On me.
So we're dealing with that. Okay. Do that. So we have the stronghold. That's mostly what I wanted.
You're a real piece of work.
Yeah, right. Any last words? I shall receive them in place of the goddess.
Okay, the advisor retreated. So there's my buff gone. Okay. I actually forgot I was getting a buff there. Swift slice. And you are a bulky old man.
I believe Leopold needs help. I'll leave this to you.
Count Havering temporarily retreated. Okay. Oh.
I'm aware you don't
Hey. Don't come over here and heal him.
You're done.
A wise man is ever
He's gonna do that, isn't he? Look at that.
But now I really can't settle for anything less than victory.
It's a full health too.
Suppose good manners dictate that we repay them in kind and charge them head on.
All right. Well, he's not touching the ground.
Things are not unfolding quite in our favor. I had best retreat.
Oh, okay. So still, Count Havering is alive. I'm actually fairly surprised by that. Okay. You know what? Let me go over to Dimitri. Tell Shez to continue doing things over here.
I refuse to hold back.
I want the ballista to stop.
You won't stop me.
Hit him with an atrocity. There we go.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make
Go
short
help
work of it.
Felix
I'll do
over
it. It's
here.
worth a shot.
Let's see.
Let's give it a shot.
Plane and Dedue. Where did Dedue go? Oh,
I will
Dedue's
give it
way
my
over
all.
there now. Okay. Flane. Come back down
I
here.
shall do my part. Good, it stopped. Now we can keep moving.
Yeah. Wheel sweep on all the shitters right
Let's
here.
take the stronghold.
All right. I'm gonna tell you to go here. We're gonna go here.
Me.
Plane is nearly routed. Plane, what it? Okay, you used healing. You're fine. All right. He just sat there and took it. Stop that. A flame volley to help out Flame.
Are you ready?
You know, I'm not sure. I might take Mercedes. I'm also kind of thinking about taking Felix's ability into Scarlet Blaze. I'm undecided.
Shall we?
Okay. You
Let's
go over
give it
here.
a shot.
What's the net fighting? Oh,
That time. We've got to do this.
a Mortal Savant. No big deal. Okay. One of these. Okay, I hear him screaming. It's like, oh, what's over here? Okay.
We will proceed as planned.
Go.
We must strive to perform to the best of our...
Let's begin.
Assign as
Allow me to
adjutant. Okay. How, okay.
I will get. I should keep running. Let's go. No backing down.
Is that him? That is. How?
Gotcha now.
Ow.
Duke Aegir is on the move. We must deal with Count Burglaries quickly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it Count Burglaries that's stopping me from...
You're done.
You're doing well. I might even be in danger.
Okay. Is it over? I think I might have just lost because I was fucking with everything else. I was like, yeah, we'll get to him whenever.
Let us crush their defenses.
Let's see. I'm going.
Finally, someone capable of bringing me to my knees. I shall... What is that?
The Empire cannot afford your death. My apologies, but I'm warping you out of here.
Oh, okay. So he's not dead either, huh? Okay, and Duke Aegir.
Have to try.
Oh my god, okay. Let's go, Mercy. Oh,
Ancestors of Adrestia, and your majesty, our empire is doomed.
you know, I kind of like, I like the dynamic of Caspar and Linhardt. So having their dads also kind of be...
Not a problem.
You know, like he said, it's like, oh, we can't afford to lose you, but it's just like...
I've got this.
I will give it my all.
Sure.
I shall do my part.
That's why, right? You do that.
Hear you loud and clear.
From down
I'll make
here.
short work of this.
Annette.
Leave everything.
So he lives to fight.
Hello,
another
War
day.
Master.
Regardless, our pathway is now clear. Let us hurry after Duke Aegir.
He's dead. I like the music trying to catch up too. It's kind of funny how quickly you can. Oh, the whole map I think just retreated. We just got every stronghold.
You killed the sire of this vessel, and now you die for it.
Yeah. Did I kill enough things? I did kill enough things. Okay. Well. Knight Captain Sword plus 60,
Let's
huh?
give it a shot.
Yeah, that's normal. I need durability with Shez. I'm gonna go here.
Couldn't hurt.
I've awaited this moment.
Take a breather.
Also, good lord, your health.
Monster once, so
Okay.
let's give the Ashen Demon a fitting end.
Defeat Baguette once and for all.
You arrogant speck. Be gone. This fight is not for you.
Damn. Was that against a net? A speck? You leave her alone, Sothis. You're one to talk. You're 3 foot nothing. Oh, they're going straight for me. Oh my god, your
A
sword.
little something of my own. And this time, I know I can take you.
Our foe intends to win. But just for you, I'll see the pest crushed underfoot myself.
All right. I wanted to hear the dialogue.
Out of the way. Here it comes.
I don't know if anyone has an awakening meter, now that I think about it. Does Shez? Oh, look at it. That's essentially a full circle. Come on. There it is.
I'll take you all on.
Okay. I thought I was getting hit there. I couldn't see where Shez went. I was like, no.
They are relying on me.
Break it.
Here it comes.
All right, I'm gonna end it early with the finisher. I'm gonna swap to Dimitri. You wretched, hateful thing. And pop. Oh. God damn. Fuck your plus 60 sword. Oh, okay. Oh, we got the S rank. Hell yeah.
There is little.
Where's...
I...
So let's see. Don't just go to the save. Okay. I was like, please have a chapter outro, unlike last time.
You've finally done it. The Ashen Demon is no more.
Mm-hmm.
You don't sound too pleased with yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. I know I should be. But now that it's over, I just feel kind of empty. What if all this was just some horrible mistake? What if there was another way we could have solved all this?
No, the other way sucked. No worries.
Sorry. I shouldn't be dumping all this on you.
There's nothing to apologize for. You're processing a lot right now. I'm not sure what it means to feel happy and empty and regretful all at the same time. But I think I'm going through it myself too. Though I wouldn't call it happy per se, more like free. Like I've finally finished a quest I thought would never end. The relief could practically move me to tears.
Hey, are you crying?
I'm not sure, but I do know this. I'm beyond grateful for everything you've done for me. I couldn't have asked for a better partner in destiny.
Same here, friend.
Okay.
Not a trace of the Emperor.
We
in
got a cool
sight.
cutscene.
She and Duke Aegir must not be together.
In any case, she's certainly not here.
By now, the Knights of Sero should be making their final approach on Garreg Mach. Perhaps we should join them, and focus on reclaiming the monastery before anything else.
Yeah, that's probably the best option we've got. Wouldn't be surprised if Edelgard made her way back there too.
There's been no word of that from the Knights, but it's definitely possible.
Very well then. We'll table our search for Edelgard for the time being. Now, let us regroup and make for Garreg Mach. All of this will be for naught if our idling here costs us our chance to reclaim the monastery.
Okay. A solid enough chapter. The map, I actually quite enjoyed the map, the way it was handled. Like, gatekeeper, it wasn't waiting on events. It was just, hey, break the gatekeepers, and then, like, defeat the strongholds to progress down the line. I actually quite enjoyed that. But there we go. That's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.